Hey everybody, my name is Roy and welcome back to another Rainbow Fight TCG video. I know it's been a while and that's because there has been some major changes I made to the game and for the plans I'm gonna do in the future. So yeah, I'm finally back with it. I'm gonna talk about some changes I made in this video, and I'm also gonna show you guys the first half of a brand new archetype called the Genis Archetype. So let's not waste any more time, let's go! So first up, I quickly want to talk a little bit about my TCG. So as you can see, the first major change I made is my template. And well, the old template I had was the borders were way too thick and I just didn't have enough space to draw my artwork in. And that is something that started to annoy me quite a bit. And that's why I'm very glad that when I started working on the Genis Archetype, I finally changed that. And as you can see right now, I have way more space to draw in, and that's gonna make my future TCG cards just look way better than with the old template. So I'm very glad that I did that change. So the next thing I want to talk about is about putting my game for sale on the Game Crafter. And well, I got a little bit of a problem with that because first I just wanted to make some random starter decks with random cards that would maybe go together a little bit. But when I started thinking about it more, I thought it would be more fun to make actual starter decks with cards that synchronize very well. So when I started working on the Brita archetype and also this Genis archetype, I thought like it would be way more fun to make those like starter decks, and that way people can get to learn Rainbow Fight TCG a little bit before expanding their decks with just random single cards. And the last thing I want to say is that in the future you're gonna be seeing some different content on my channel, because I do love making TCG cards, but I also love to make some random art, some street art from time to time, and I really got inspired by some people that make doodle art. So in the future I'm gonna upload those kind of videos from time to time. But don't worry, I'm not gonna quit Rainbow Fight TCG for now. But I hope you guys would enjoy those videos as much as you do these Rainbow Fight TCG videos. But enough about that, let's go ahead and talk about the Genis Archetype. So here are the first two cards for the Genis Archetype. And let's talk a little bit first about the word Genis, because Genis is actually adapted from Gen S. And Gen S is actually short for Gen Street. But to make it easier to pronounce, it's said as Genis. And Gen Street is basically the main theme of this archetype, because all the characters are like these edgy teenagers from the streets. And they all have a lot of characteristics, but especially jewelry. They all have a lot of jewelry and those cool clothing that they wear. The other thing that characterizes all the characters or the fighters from this archetype are the amount of colors. All fighters are at least 2 colors, and some are even more. But yeah, so that's basically the Genis archetype. These are like the edgy teenagers from the street with a lot of expressive clothing and stuff. And they all have a lot of colors in them. So yeah, these are the first 2 cards, and I don't really have a name for them yet, but I think I'm gonna call this one Shadow, because I just really like to say that. And I don't have a name for her yet, but maybe it would be cool to name them after some subscribers, because that's a very cool way to thank you guys so much for the support. But yeah, let's continue with the next card for the Genis archetype. Alright, so in the past I often showed you guys a TCG card and I was like, oh my god, this is one of the best drawings I ever made. But screw that, to be honest, this is by far my most favorite card that I've ever made so far. He has the W on his cap, so I think I'm gonna name him Will, because to be honest, this is just the best card I've ever made. The clothing for this character are so cool, and all the colors and stuff, and also the doodle/street art background, it really fits my style, and I cannot believe how good this card turned out. But yeah, anyways, enough of these cool transitions. Yeah, well, to be honest, I really like this style of editing. It gives the video more interest to watch, to be honest. But yeah, anyways, let's continue with the last 2 cards of this video. So for the last 2 cards I had a little general idea of how I wanted to make them, but then I had another idea, and that was to give both of these characters a pet or something like a monster. And I really like that idea, so as you can see I gave both characters a little bit of a monster, and I think they look really cute. but the characters also look very cool in general. But yeah, I really like these cards. They both look very cool, and I'll definitely include them into the Genis Archetype starter decks. But yet again, I don't have any names for them yet, so maybe I'm gonna name them after some subscribers, as I said, or maybe as a good name suggestion. So you can always leave a comment. I will always appreciate that, but enjoy this final reveal of the last two cards. So that was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this Genis archetype, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more cool content. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have a nice day. Bye everybody.